With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello students, let's discuss the question. Which of the following is injective and 4 functions are given to us. So let's begin with the solution of this question. So first we will just understand the meaning of injective. So basically injective function is meaning of 1 function. So injective is basically 1 function. So this is 1 function, and further if we will just describe this 1 function, so we can say that this is monotonic, and monotonic means that function is either increasing or either decreasing, means it have the same increasing, or we can say same sign of the slope, that is either the slope is positive or either the slope is negative. So our first function, if we will check, so fx equal to this x square plus 3. So here this fx, we can say this is a quadratic polynomial. So this fx equal to this x square plus 3. This is basically a quadratic equation. So between every value of this minus x and x, it will give a same value, because here this is a even function, because here this is x square and this is 3. So we can just make the graph of this function also. So here like this, that is at x equal to 0, at x equal to 0 the function has the minimum value, that is 3, and function has a parabolic graph because it is a quadratic function, and between minus infinity to infinity. So this is a many one graph because the function is decreasing into this interval and again increasing into this interval. So option A is the incorrect for this question. So we will just make a cross. Further, if we will check our second function, fx equal to mod of x plus 1. So if we will further define this b part, that is b of this fx, it is equal to mod of this x plus 1. So if we will just make the graph of this, so first we have to just define this function piecewise. So fx will be like this, that is fx will be x plus 1 for a value which is greater than minus 1, because the critical point that make the function 0, it is minus 1. So for a value of x which is greater than, or we can say greater than or equal to minus 1, so for that value this function will be x plus 1. But if we will put a value which is smaller than this x, this minus 1, so this functions become negative, because if we will just put a value that is minus 2, so minus 2 plus 1, that will become negative. So to make it positive, because modulus implies that function must be positive, so we will just apply a negative sign. So after applying a negative sign here, we get this, that is minus of this x plus 1, and this is for interval where x is less than this minus 1. So this is our function. So from here we are discussing about this 2 to infinity interval. So for a x greater than this minus 1, the function is this. So if we'll just draw the graph of this portion only, so in the question we have discussed, in the question we have the value of x, that is 2 to infinity. So if we'll just draw the graph of this, so here this is our y-axis, this is our x-axis, and our function is y equal to this x plus 1, because we are discussing this function after this minus 1 only. So for this, at x equal to 0, this y will be 1, and at y equal to 0, this x will be minus 1. So like this was our graph, like this is our graph, and it is going up to infinity. So this graph is clearly increasing. So we can say that this function is injective between this 2 to infinity interval. So this is the answer to this question, that is between 2 to infinity this function is clearly injective, that is 1. So this is one answer for this question, that is option B is the correct one. Further, if we will just proceed to our C option, so like this C option is f of x, and it is basically a quadratic again, that is x minus 4 and x minus 5 are 2 factor, and this is a quadratic equation. So x minus 4 here, this is x minus 5. So it is the range of this function, the range of x we have to discuss is minus infinity to 5. So x is belonging to this minus infinity to this 5. So here if we will just draw the graph, so since this is a quadratic function, so its graph will be a parabolic curve, and it has root this 4 and 5. So if this is our 4 and this is our 5, so function will be like this, because here the value of x square has a coefficient 1, so function will be opening upwards. So this is a graph. Now between minus infinity to this 5, so this is our value 5, this is our value 4, and this is tending to minus infinity. So this function has both the interval like this, that is function is increasing also between this interval and decreasing also, because if we will draw the line here, so if this is any point, that is if this is any point here, so the function, we can say at this point the function is changing its behavior, because before this point it is decreasing and after this point it is increasing. So this is also an incorrect option, because function have two types of behavior. Function is increasing also and decreasing also with changing the value of x. So this is also an incorrect option. Now if we will discuss our option D for this question, that is f of x, this option f of x, that is equal to this 4x square plus this is plus 3x minus 5, and here this is divided by this. So writing this 5x square first and this 3x and then 4, so this is 5x square plus here this is this 3x and here this is plus 4. So first we will just discuss the many one of this, that is we will just find a point where this function is many one, and then we can say that this is not injective. So if we will just find the root of this equation, for the root of this equation, so this equation, if we will just name this numerator as n, so this n is given by this 4x square plus 3x minus 5, and if we will just equate this numerator equal to 0, so for this quadratic equation the discriminant will be 3 square minus of this 4 into this 5, so it will be this, that is 9, that is 3 square minus this 4 into this minus 5, so 4 into minus 5 and again multiplied by a 4. So this is basically discriminant. So here this minus into this minus, it will become plus, so this discriminant is basically positive. So from here we can say that D is greater than 0. So if D is greater than 0, then this numerator will definitely be 0 at 2 value of x. It means that this discriminant is positive, so it will have two distinct and real roots. So if we will discuss n, so n numerator has two distinct and real roots. So we can say that this numerator will make the function equal to 0 at two different value of x, and if a function is getting same value of y at two different value of x, it will definitely be many one. So this has two distinct root and real root. So the numerator, so this function, or we can say f of x is 0 at two different value of x, which makes it many one, So from here we can prove that this is also a many one function, which is basically not 1 so we can say that this is also a incorrect option for our question. So answer to this question will be only option B, that is correct, and this option D is also many one, so this is incorrect. So this is the answer for this question, that is option B. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.